Personal story segment tonight, a prayer controversy in Washington State. Bremerton High School football coach Joe Kennedy has a tradition of saying a prayer after his games. Coach Kennedy goes to midfield, kneels, says a prayer aloud. Other players are free to join him from both teams, but it is a voluntary action going on for 8 years. Mr. Kennedy has been doing this without any controversy until now. He's under suspension. Coach Kennedy and his attorney, Carrie Shackelford from the Liberty Institute, join us here in New York City. So why the sudden angst? I mean, you're doing this for 8 years, and all of a sudden, at the end of the season, they hit you. Why?
It came from a compliment that somebody came and watched our game for the first time beginning of the year, and they said it was really awesome and that we were doing a good thing, and they wanted to know, is that even legal now?
Is that even legal now? Now, where did that comment come from? Was it in the paper? Was it?
No, it came from one of the administrators that saw the game and went to our high school principal. So. All
right, so an administrator from another school?
They didn't want to tell me who it was.
All right, so it went to the principal and discussing what you did after the game.
Right.
All right, but before this, you didn't have any problem with the school district or your own principal?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay. You don't proselytize, do you? Do you tell the kids to meet you in the middle of the field after the game, anything like that?
Absolutely not. They just show up, and now it's one of the things that the other teams, actually, our opponents come out there.
All right, yeah, I mentioned that. So people know you do this. What religion are you?
Had to put a label on it and be Christian, I guess.
All right, so you're not promoting a certain religion,
no.
Just a philosophy of Christianity, and you'd say a prayer why after the game?
I kind of made an agreement before I started coaching to God that, hey, I'm going to pray and give you the glory and thank you for these guys after every game.
All right, so it's a gratitude on your part that you're in a position you're in and that the game is well played or something?
Absolutely.
All right, so even if you lose, you play, right? You're not mad at him.
Yeah.
All right. So now, counselor, you're representing the coach. He's suspended, can't coach for the rest of the season. And the school district says, listen, we've given the coach facilities and places he can do this, but we don't want him to do it in the middle of the field. Is that about their position?
Yeah, it's really an incredible misconception of the law. I mean, they've essentially said, can you go out to the center, to the 50-yard line? Sure. But if you pray, we're going to fire you. Well, that's just explicit religious discrimination. It violates the First Amendment. It violates federal employment laws. And this is a good guy. I mean, this is the kind of coach you don't want to get rid of. He loves these young men. He's done an incredible job, and it's inexplicable.
All right, but when you say it's inexplicable, based upon your investigation, there must have been a reason after 8 years that they went after the coach this time around. What was the reason?
Well, they think, and this is what they said in their last letter.
This is the school board?
This is the district.
Okay.
And from the superintendent. They said that he is not allowed to ever visibly show any religion, or he'll be fired. So said,
you can't wear a cross around your neck?
That's exactly what it would mean. It would mean that a Jewish teacher couldn't wear a yarmulke. They say any time
demonstration of a Muslim student couldn't
wear a hijab. I mean, you've got all kinds of violations from what they're saying
now,
of religious freedom.
In case law, this has been proven to be a loser for this school district, right?
I think so. They're mixing up when, like, a coach takes their position, for instance, and orders the kids to pray or leads prayer over the kids.
You can't coerce.
And that's what they're missing in this case.
And you can't favor one religion over another in a public school system. But you're saying you're just a Christian. You're not saying you got to be Episcopal or something.
Right. I don't even mention the word God, actually.
And they won't even sit down with us and talk to us. I think we could settle this and take care of this, but Bill, they won't even do that.
Well, when the legal bills start to mount, then they will.
I hope so. And
so you guys are going to file, right?
We're going to have. They're not going to give us any choice. It doesn't look like. My hope is that somebody on the school board is going to say, "This is nonsense. Let's get this thing taken care of."
It seems that you could.
I believe so.
Keep us posted, guys.